Greetings to our distinguished guests, staff, parents, families, friends, and GW Middle School's class of 2019. Welcome to the 8th grade promotion ceremony, where we will recognize the accomplishments of our students as they transition to their next chapter of their academic journey. Coming to the podium next, will be your next principal, Mr. Peter Ballas. Mr. Ballas has spent the last 15 years of his career with ACPS, including time as an academic principal and executive associate principal for curriculum instruction at T.C. Williams. He left T.C. Williams to transform Mount Vernon Community School into Alexandria's first K-5 dual language program school. Prior to becoming an administrator, he was a social studies teacher at Minnie Howard. Mr. Ballas holds a bachelor's degree in history and social science from Hofstra University, a master's of curriculum and instruction, and a master's of educational leadership, both from George Mason University. Please welcome Mr. Peter Ballas, principal of T.C. Williams High School.
Good evening. It's my honor to welcome you all here to T.C. Williams High School. I would like to give a special shout out to all of my Mount Vernon families in the audience today. It's so nice to be back with you. I'd like to thank Principal Mazur and his team of teachers, counselors, and administrators at George Washington Middle School for all of their hard work to successfully help you pass middle school and transition to high school. Students, as your principal at TC, I'd like to congratulate you on finishing these middle school years and welcome you to the next stage of your career, high school. I'd like to also welcome your families, your parents, your friends, and your loved ones. Their support is very important for you to be successful in school, so please be sure to thank them today after this ceremony. I remember when I finished middle school, I started thinking back to when I was in 6th grade. And I started 6th grade, I was very intimidated going into middle school. But I worked hard and I made it through, just like you all have done here today. And now you will do the same for high school. You will transition yet again to another school. You will enter Minnie Howard next year, where I will be your principal, and you will meet all new teachers, many new friends and classmates. I know that over the next 4 years, you're going to have a great time at TC, and you're going to live up to all of our expectations. So be proud of your accomplishments today. You have already taken the very important first step by making it to this ceremony today in these seats. Now, it's time to take it to the next step in your journey of building your future. So congratulations, and thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ballas. Next, you will hear an address by Mr. Jesse Mazur, George Washington Middle School's principal. Mr. Jesse Mazur has been an educator for the past 17 years. He's began his career as a classroom social studies teacher in his hometown of Milwaukee, Go Bucks. And for the past 12 years, Mr. Mazur has been an administrator, and he is proud to have served the George Washington Middle School community for the past 5 years and looks forward to serving for another 5 years. Please welcome Mr. Mazur as he comes to the podium.
Good evening, parents and loved ones of our promoting class of 2019. My name is Jesse Mazur, principal of George Washington Middle School. And hello to our class of 2019 and future Titan class of 2023. I'm pleased to have one last moment to chat and reflect on your 3 years at GW. As you sit here before your parents, grandparents, teachers, and friends, I hope you recognize that you've been creating, crafting, and narrating your own personal story for the past 13 or 14 years. And throughout these years, a great deal has changed. A variety of characters have entered your personal account, and together you've produced great highs and presumably a few lows. Some people or characters may have been invited into your narrative just recently, while others have naturally been with you for as long as you recall, all, however, contributing to your success at this very moment in time. Today, you stand before us embracing a milestone moment. A significant slice of your personal narrative is close to coming to an end. But I want you to think back 3 years ago as you took those first uncertain steps into a brand new environment. A big school, a confusing school connected by strange hallways and corridors, ripe for getting lost. Lockers, the anxiety, learning a new skill, left, right, left. 3 distinct numbers, the anxiety of it all. Yet here you are, soon to be graduates of George Washington Middle School. But please, remember, your story is only just being told. Your narrative is far from reaching a conclusion. In fact, I would argue that your story is reaching the portion that your language arts teachers would label as the rise in action. Perhaps within your narrative, a mood exists. In fact, at your age, I'm sure the mood is highly variable. And I know a few parents would agree. But without deviating too far from your story, an important question that must be asked is, what is your point of view as you prepare to add more chapters? However, before you contemplate this question, I want you to focus on the supporting details and how these details influence where you stand today. How will these supporting details of your narrative steer your future path and your future goals? As you prepare to exit middle school, I hope some of the supporting details are fondly recalled within the 4 walls of George Washington Middle School. I hope many of the supporting details become main characters, if not themes, that you will always remember. Perhaps it was market day and the creative products bought and sold, intramural sports, participation in Great Expectations, a Mary Breslin Change Project, or performing on our stage in front of family, friends, and peers. As you cross the stage today, I hope your point of view is one of optimism for a future not yet known, but perhaps more defined as a result of your time spent with us. May your rise in action be driven by strong ideals and a desire to work hard to achieve whatever goals you've established within your story. We, all of us in this room, are very, very proud of you. Good luck as you create the next chapter of your story, where you will be known as the class of 2023. Thank you. And I am not done. I have the distinction of awarding a GW student the Principal Award, which is a distinction that is handed out to students who exhibit Prexy pride, possess a positive attitude, and remain involved in school activities inside and outside of school, promoting community through civic action. So this student has been an amazing Prexy over the course of her 3 years at George Washington Middle School. In fact, this student exemplifies what it means to be a Prexy. She's a magnificent student, driven by intelligence combined with curiosity, which makes her a joy to have as a student. She has taken advantage of leadership opportunities whenever presented. This includes participation as a web leader, mentoring our 6th graders. She serves as a Prexy ambassador, providing tours of the school during events. Most recently, she, with several of her students, have spearheaded the Community Closet, a large initiative in which school supplies, clothing, and food are being collected and stored at GW Middle School to be distributed to our community members who have need. When told that this student was receiving the Principal's Award, one teacher's enthusiasm nearly jumped through the computer screen. "I feel lucky to have gotten to know her in class," she responded, as well as coaching her during winter track. It takes a very unique student to be committed to distance running, running 50 miles a week after tests. NHS, banned. What an incredible feat. While I know she is motivated and in several clubs, I was surprised at how aggressive of a runner she was. She took no mercy. As an 8th grader, she gave varsity athletes a run for their money. Her math teacher, Ms. Mack, responded that she's witty, incredibly smart, a natural leader. She isn't afraid to be herself or stand out from a crowd. She's a tenacious go-getter with a very bright future ahead of her. Lastly, her language arts teacher said that she is intelligent, curious, fully engaged. She is a student who is eager to share her thoughts. I can't recall a class where I didn't see her hand raised with anticipation to share. She continually seeks more, as she wanted to understand the why and the how. She's engaged in what we offer in class, but also engaged in furthering her learning beyond our classroom walls. She asks me for book recommendations. She gives fully to community circle initiatives and seeks to understand her world more in such a way that amazes me. I actually had the good fortune to spend a few weeks with this student while chaperoning the German exchange program. And yes, all these flattering comments reflect the interactions that I shared with her. Humorous, happy, inquisitive, and sharp. And I'm so pleased to recognize Miss Maddie Crow as the recipient of the Principal's Award. Maddie? Congratulations. And we will find the award very shortly. Would you make sure this doesn't fall? Thank you for reminding me.
So at this time, I am going to ask if Mr. Gillenhoff is in the auditorium. Mr. Gillenhoff will be presenting the Northridge Citizenship Award.
Hello, all. I'm Axel Gillenhoff. I'm with the Northridge Citizens Association. The Northridge Citizens Association is founded on the basis of promoting the interests of homeowners and residents in our community. The NRCA has voiced that more than ever there is a strong need for responsible citizen involvement in our society that has a positive role in encouraging the awareness of and demonstrating the behaviors of citizenship in our youth. Therefore, in collaboration with George Washington Middle School, we are proud to present this award to Dylan Caldwell for his engagement in the betterment of the Alexandria community. Dylan Caldwell is an exceptional civic-minded student who is knowledgeable of world affairs and current events. He educates his peers about social issues and has been involved in both community projects and student government. His leadership provokes consciousness amongst the school community and he is always willing to lend a helping hand, striving to be a better person each day. Congratulations, Dylan Caldwell.
Next, we will have Mr. Christopher Spike, who will present the Dean's Award for 2019.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. So traditionally, the Dean's Award is given to the student or the students who have made remarkable turnarounds in their academic journey within the George Washington Middle School community. The students we are recognizing this year not only have had exponential evolution, but also embody what the deans of students would like reflected in all of our students: preparation, respect, integrity, dedication, and excellence. Please join me in awarding these awards to Malachi Womack and Amaya Jones. Malachi and Amaya, please come up and receive your award. No, cool. Malachi didn't either.
No, just turn. I'm sorry. Congratulations, Malachi and Amaya. Now we will have our 8th grade team and department department awards. If I call your name, please join me and line up on the stage. Betty Amron, Annika Elkama, Landy Stewart, Peter Brown, Obed Torres Hernandez, Nelba Michelle Ortiz, Kenny Veliz, and Gabriela Morales. Please join me on the stage. So Betty Amron is receiving the team award for Team 8-1. This is what her teachers had to say about her. Betty is an exemplary student. She is always on time, respectful, and helpful. She is a leader amongst her peers, and she evaluates all classroom assignments with a critical eye. Congratulations, Betty. 8-1. For Team 8-2, we have Annika Elkama. Annika has been a dedicated student since September. She is quick to help both peers and students. Her perseverance is inspiring, and she never gives up. Outside of the school setting, Annika is an active member of the community and participates in several sports. She is a team player on the field and off it. We are proud to have her on our team, and she has been a great contributing member all year. We are proud of you, Annika. Congratulations. Receiving the award for Team 8-3 is Landy Stewart. As students go forward into this modern world, we need leaders that know how to work with others, think critically, be creative in solving problems, communicate with empathy to all, and know the importance of being a true citizen. Team 8-3 is lucky to have many students growing in these skills, but when pressed to select one, we had a young lady stand out. She is someone we can rely on to care for her classmates, use an inner moral compass that is beyond perspective of what is most important for learning and for class unity. She pushes herself while pushing her peers. She understands that leaders must think beyond the task and think about how every action really grows a community, and leaders lead with their community in mind. Our Team 8-3 award is given with enthusiasm to Miss Landy Stewart. Congratulations. For Team 8-4, receiving the award is Mr. Peter Brown. Peter is one of the most conscientious students we've ever taught. He's got an unwavering positive attitude. He is an excellent role model for his peers and is genuinely pleasant to be around. Congratulations, Peter. Obed and Michelle have consistently demonstrated impressive work ethic, and perseverance, even on challenging tasks, in the spirit of team players helping out others in their classes, and they have demonstrated the fruits of their hard work. One notable example of this is for each came on their reading test, where Obed moved up an amazing 4.5 grade levels, and Michelle moved up a super impressive 4 grade levels from the beginning of 8th grade. Congratulations on all your hard work over this past year, and we can't wait to see how you move forward in high school and beyond. Congratulations, Michelle and Obed. And finally, Kenny and Gabriella. Over this past years, you have worked hard to improve your academic skills while becoming more confident in your ability to take risks and persevere through challenges. Their class performance and SOL scores are evidence of this hard work that they put forth this year. Kenny has always been more than willing to put forth the extra effort required to complete an academic task with fidelity. He never complained about the extra work that was placed on him and embraced it with a soft smile or quiet compliance. Gabriella is an artist at heart with skills and abilities beyond the classroom. When put to the task, she was able to rise to her potential and exhibit true dedication, using resources such as after-school help, lunch help, and even peer assistance to achieve her goals. As teachers, we join the profession to help students succeed academically and socially, but sometimes we forget about the impact students can leave on us. These students truly exhibit Prexy pride, and we are honored to have joined them in this journey. Congratulations, Gabriella and Kenny. You may return to your seats. Can we please give them a hand as they exit the stage? So we did something a little different this year. We wanted you to hear from your peers. And so we did auditions. It was a very hard pick, but we were able to choose 2 young ladies who will present to you an address. Introducing those students will be Miss Giselle Martinez. Can you please join me on the stage?
Yes. Okay. Good afternoon, administrators, staff, parents, families, friends, and especially the class of 2023. This is a memorable occasion that we will cherish for years to come. I speak on behalf of the 8th grade students when I say thank you to everyone who has helped us. Yes, we had help, but we also achieved this milestone through our hard work and dedication. So, as we prepare to go on to high school and start a new chapter, I wish you all the best of luck. Now, I would like to welcome 2 excellent scholars, Layla Abarca and Naylin Alper, who were selected as our 8th grade student speakers. Please give them a hand while they come to the stage.
Good afternoon. My name is Layla Abarca, and I've attended George Washington Middle School for 3 years now. For most of us, the first time that we saw growth and promotion was preschool. We wore caps and tiny gowns and thought of the after party ahead. The second time we saw promotion was in elementary school. We wore t-shirts and pins that highlighted our personal bests. However, this time we had a little bit more to think about. What would middle school be like? Will we be able to keep our grades up and remember our locker combinations? I mean, some of us still have to run down to Miss Thrash's office every once in a while to get some help. Now, here we are again. Yet this time, there's even more to look forward to. This time, we wear dresses and suits and think about our future and how bright it'll be. All of us have worked so hard to get where we are, and we definitely won't stop now. Who knows, our future president could be in this room. Although it may not seem like it, everything that we learn and do are the seeds to grow our future. I know that not all of you were in my classes this year, but at the beginning of the year, we were given an assignment to reflect on our years throughout middle school and what some of our flaws were. Back then, I would write things like time management and getting projects and homework turned in on time. But looking back at it now, I can see how much I've grown. In fact, I'm sure that if we all looked back at what we wrote or what we would have written, we would see growth all around. All right, class of 2023, I think that it's time to ready, set, grow.
I still remember my first day of school. I remember my Tinkerbell backpack that was almost as tall as I was, packed with nervous excitement the night before. I remember smiling anxiously as my mom led me inside the classroom and helped me find my name tag on a desk. I remember that the highlight of my day was when I met my first friend, someone I still know now. But I think that the true value of that day didn't reach me until later. That was the day my formal education began. Someone once said to never stop learning, for when we stop learning, we stop growing. From the day we are born until the day we die, we keep learning. In life, everyone is both a teacher and a student. And through learning, we can discover worlds of possibility. Learning is the way we have survived for this long on Earth, adapting to each new challenge and inventing solutions. But through learning also comes growth, and with each new experience, humanity has grown. Just like trees, we spread, having our roots reach deeper and our branches reach higher. Middle school is such a crucial time for growth. It's the time when students are given more freedom and independence without the guidance and small community of elementary school. I feel that this is what makes middle school so important in our school careers, the fact that this is our first taste of what it feels like to be responsible for ourselves. Middle school is everyone's opportunity to branch out and try new things. I know that I have gotten into new activities and made new friends, thanks to GW's classes and programs. We never truly stop growing. Even after you've reached your full height, whether that be over 6 feet or less than 5, there is still so much room for growth. Even after you've graduated, both high school and college, you never stop growing because you never stop learning. Life is the best teacher most of us have, and we grow by overcoming our fears, forming new bonds, learning from our mistakes, and leaving a lasting mark on our world. Tonight is a night to reflect. For 3 years, we have learned, worked, dreamed, laughed, cried, and lived through middle school. Though everyone here has undoubtedly had some tough times, I'm sure everyone made at least one memory here they'll treasure forever. Tonight is also a night of celebration. Because of this school, I have new friends, new interests, and new opportunities, as many of the people in the audience probably do too, but I also have my old friends and hobbies. I knew I came to middle school to learn, but I have grown so much too, and if there's one thing middle school has taught me, it's that the best way to grow and to learn is with others. Thank you.
This is the moment that you all have been waiting for. We are going to prepare for presentation of certificates at this time.
And now we will begin the presentation of our promotion certificates. Layla Abarca. Kyrie Acosta Hernandez. Sarah Ahmed. Jefferson Wilfredo Aleman Campos. Kamira Allen. Samantha Allen. Naylin Alper. Betty Amron. Brahm Amron. Kenny Anaya Aru. Madeline Anderson. Fatima Arabello Zambrano. Anthony Argueta Valdez, I'm sorry. Spencer Arnold. Carlos Ariaza Ramirez. Kim An Aslanian. Margaret Atkins. Madeline Avila Canales. Milton Avila Hernandez. Kai Avila. Oscar Avila. Tucker Babin. Christopher Byers, I'm sorry. Tulio Baeza Del Cid. Ryan Baker. Josh Barahona Urita. Edith Batten Vasquez. Josue Batten. Judah Backholm. Naraya Bayfor. Sullivan Beatty. Claire Beekman. Betty Bella. Saxon Belinsky. Evan Belanca. Stephen Benavides Velataro. Josue Benitez Delgado. Karen Benitez Delgado. Jennifer Benitez Cedillo. Natasha Bertetti. Ezra Bezaba. Jeffrey Brinkley. Henry Bigman. Valerie Bonilla Flores. Wilmer Bonilla Suazo. Elver Bonilla Velasquez. Reagan Bradshaw. Kaylee Breckwell. Damani Brown. Max Brown. Peter Brown. Megan Bucari. Greta Buchholz. McKenna Buckley. Finn Birch. Jordan Birch. Nathaniel Burkhead. Leyland Cabrera Canales. Andrew Calamung. Dylan Caldwell. Nicholas Canning. Jonathan Catarero Garcia. Julio Carbajal Adriano. Taylor Cardwell. Henry Carey. Margaret Carlson. John Cassidy. Anna Castillo Fernandez. Eliza Castillo Rubio. Lolly Chambers. Ashley Turner Chandler. Duke Shayo. Joshua Clark. Drew Clements. Parker Cohen. Kiernan Cole. Daniel Colucci. Logan Conklin. Ronald Cook. Jeffrey Carrera. Kalia Cosner. Emma Crane. Catherine Creedon. John Creedon. Madeline Crow. Angeline Cueva. Jesper Dalbeck. William Damon. Benjamin Davis. Annabelle Dawson. Sophie Deckent. Elizabeth Deering. Jennifer Delgado Vasquez. Aloysius Denby. Noah Deperow. Leah Devendorf. Diana Diaz Villataro. Cole Dickerson. Lydia Donnell. Milton Duenas Batten. Michaela Dwyer. Caleb Eastman. Annika Alchemel. Kareem El Amin. Basmala El Gamal. Elena Elkins. Is it Eva? Eva Ellis. Brian Escobar. David Escobar. Liliana Escobar. Dominique Aviana. Caitlin Feely. Kiana Fellhauer. Paris Fells. Abigail Fireson. Marissa Fisher. Eli Fight. Ella Mae Fitzgerald. Jocelyn Flores Diaz. Mayerling Flores Garcia. Hudson Fluharty. Morgan Frazier. Anthony Frazier Moten. Bryce Gaines. Juan Pablo Galvez. Naya Geckharder. Justin Garcia Del Cid. Yelson Garcia Gonzalez. Emerson Garcia Guevara. Jason Garcia. Emily Gates. Bronwyn Gao. Nahom Getachew. Yasmin Gadira. Catherine Glade. Serena Goldsberry. Catherine Goldstein. Brian Gomez. Jason Gomez Arlana. Josue Gomez Belize. Axel Gonzalez Alfaro. Diana Gonzalez. Darius Gray. Deasia Grimes. Javier Guerra Bustillo. Annika Gunderson. Ava Gunning. Nao Gurumu. Elena Gutierrez. Jason Gutierrez. Juan Guzman. Noor Hamadullah. Amor Harris. Hunter Harris. Haley Huckadall. Catherine Hayden. Sarah Hayden. Matthew Hames. Alexander Heckel. Julian Henderson. Natalie Hernandez Bonilla. Catherine Hernandez Cortez. Cindy Hernandez Gutierrez. Emily Hernandez Mejia. Yasmin Hernandez Salmeron. Catherine Hernandez Soto. Estefany Hernandez. Esther Herrera Baldazon. Mackenzie Hipschman. Natalia Hichos Lopez. Molly Hill. Jordan Holmes. Jake Hornung. Darian Horton. Anna Huber Wilker. Marley Hughes. Micah Hutchings. Evelyn Ispen. Davion Jackson. Michaela Jackson. Jalen Jacobs Morris. William Hans. Joseph Janukaitis. I'm having anxiety over these names, everybody. Bear with me. Juan Jimenez. Asia Lee Johnson. Brandon Johnson. Amaya Jones. Amelia Jones. Elizabeth Jones. Nelson Juarez Sanchez. Carlos Juarez. Henry Keeler. Daniel Kelly. Jack Kiernan. Noah Cadane. Reed Kidd. Spencer Klaus. Deanna Kasinksi. Lillian Krakowski. Lillian Krakowski. Goen Gresonja. Elise Krieger. Malik Kunata. We'll go Jack Lacey. Isabella Lanes. Sadie Lambert. Elizabeth Lane. Bodie Lowinger. Jasper Lavin. Claire Lehman. Colin Leary. Cameron Lee. Jada Lee. Tanner Lewis. Carolina Llanos Macado. Emerson Lopez Barantes. Alessandra Lopez Chacon. Katie Lopez DeLeo. Audrey Laquette. Rafael Lobo Gonzalez. Damaris Lopez. Jonathan Lopez. Hiromi Lopez Ramirez. Hiromi Lopez Ramirez. Joshua Lobo Fuentes. Javir Lozano. Eleanor Lynch. We got it, we got it. And now for Mr. Derigi. We're gonna change spots over here. You're in the hot seat, Mr. Derigi.
Owen McCubbin. Katrin Malley. William Manila Smith. Peyton Marcy. Oscar Alessandro Marquez Lobo. Jaslyn Marshall. Gordon Martin. Kevin Martinez Reyes. Giselle Martinez. Julian Martinez. Hayden Marching. My apologies, Hayden. Jefferson Matamoros Reyes. Ciasia Matthews. Annalie McCarthy. Wilson Cash McClanahan. Maxwell McCormick. Harper McCreary. Roger Griffin McGraw. Janiyah McGriggs. Evan McKnight. Thomas McClanahan. Nico Mayar. Mia Medeiros. Victoria Medeiros. Anderson Medina Gutierrez. Karen Medrano. Victor Mejia Almendares. Yimi Mejia Urbina. Christopher Melendez Martinez. Yulissa Mendoza Hernandez. Nicholas Myers. Avery Miller. Emily Milton. Tesnim Mohammed. Amel Madali. Arnaldo Molina Rivera. Steve Monterosa. Cheyenne Moore. Tayshawn Moore. Gabriela Morales. Silder Morales Torres. Sophie Moran. Sarah Moreno. Grace Morris. Marion Morton. Jack Morton Howe. Eric Moten. Cole Mueller. Aaron Munson. Mason Murphy. Mila Marie Antoinette Murphy. Noah Nakane. Beersheba Nagusi. Sierra. I'm sorry, you made me laugh. You made me laugh. This is Sierra Norfleet. Gavin O'Leary. Kathy Ordonez. Anna Ortez Ortiz. Yoselin Ortiz Cruz. Nelba Ortiz Ortiz. Millie Palma. Amia Parker. Julian Patrick. Ingrid Pavone. Brandon Payne. Michael Payne. Kelly Pereira. Liliana Pereira. Arlie Perez Batten. Ashley Perez Suarez. Sasha Perez Vasquez. Gabriela Maritza Perez. Sam Payton. Shota Pinkowski. Francesca Pitterly. Ashley Polanco Lemus. Angel Polio. Sarah Porter. Peyton Prevost. Eric Quintanilla. Allison Michelle Avalar. James Rallis. Jason Ramirez. Ariel Ramos. Gabriela Ramos. Lola Raphael. Charlotte Region. Ellery Reinholtz. Aaron Rice. Christian Recanio Perez. Dylan Rex. Milan Rex. Richard Reyes. Edward Reyes. Brigitte Reyes Pereira. Wilmer Reyes Lopez. Clara Reynolds. Marin Rice. Shaquille Riggins. Abigail Riley. Cynthia Rivas. Elena Rivera. Charlotte Roberts Daly. Colin Robinson. Sophia Rodriguez. Jeffrey Romero. Ethan Ruggles. Helen Russell. Jameson Sacker. Daniel Salmons. Jairo Sanchez. Jefferson Sanchez. Michelle Sanchez. Hans Eric Sandberg. Alexandra Serengai. Augustino Sass. Eric Scharnweber. Lily Seestead. Darcy Setliff. Abdul Sharifi. Ragad Shamisa. Sarah Shinto. Christian Simon. Sophia Sinclair. Alexandria Smith. Liam Smith. Jackson Snyder. Brady Summer. Elijah Speckert. Anna St. Jean. Dimitri Stewart. Landy Stewart. Emery Stouffer. Lester Suarez. Lauren Sutherland. Jaden Swarsky. Macias Tay. August Taylor. Megan Terry. Nehemiah Thomas. Obed Torres Hernandez. Abigail Towns. Reed Travis. Christians Trejo Lemus. Ava Tucker. Janea Tyler. Bianca Umenzor. Lily Van Gotham. Ethan Wagner. Malin Vasquez. Josue Vasquez. Nadalyn Velasquez. Luis Velasquez. Juan Velasquez. Ruth Ventura. Olga Ventura. Eddie Vicente Marroquin. Paris Walker. Jaden Ward. Noah Warren. Tyler Weber. Ethan Wenzel. Santana West. Calvin Wiedemer. Amari Williams. Eli Wilson. Rutger Winters. Catherine Witebski. Riley Wodra. Malachi Womack. Salu Ray. Owen Wright. Kenny Vilas. Yesley Rivas. Stumel de Leon Christian. Gerson Zelaya. Michelle Zelaya. Nehemiah Zudi. Congratulations, GW 8th graders and future TC Williams Titans.
So now for very quick final remarks. GW's class of 2019, which is now the class of 2023, it has been my absolute pleasure to serve you as your academic principal for the last 3 years. I wish you nothing but the best and success in your future. Now, would our class of 2023 please stand? Please give them a round of applause.